In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the copy option under the Properties tab. So as you can see, I have a button here on my activity. When I click on it, I'm in the Properties tab and I have all of my editing options. If I scroll all the way down to the bottom, there's the drag type option. If I click in the drop down, I can select copy. That's now going to make this button so that it makes copies every time I move it. So I've got it ready to go. Now I need to put a symbol in it. So let's say we're talking about animals and I want students to practice counting and I want to bring the theme in. Let's say I want to make it a tiger. So I can drag the tiger over. It's now in my copyable button. I can go over here if I want it to have the word, I can certainly leave it in there, or I can go to the content section in the drop down and just click on the visual to take the words off. So now my copy button is ready to go, but just like with the movable button, it needs somewhere to go. It needs a target. So if I go up to button to the drop down, I can now select a target button. I can draw a target button in here. And just so you know, you don't always have to go up here to the button and draw a target button. If you draw a plain old button and you're like, oh man, I wanted that to be a target, you can actually scroll down to the bottom and you'll see there's a little thing here that says is target. You can check and uncheck that to make a button a target button. So if it's easier just to go up here and draw one, you could certainly do that, or you can edit a pre-existing button to make it a target. So I've got my copyable button, I've got my target button. Let's say I wanted my student to count out 4 tigers. I could go up here to label, and I could draw my label box. For my text, I want it to be the number 4. I can change the size so that students see it. Make it a little bigger so it doesn't get cut off. So now I've got how many I want them to count. I've got my copyable button. I've got my target button. I can go in and I can play the activity. And you can see students are able to drag and drop tigers in here. And you can see that the visual still remains there. So it's just going to keep making copies, as many as they count out. I can imagine you guys have a lot of other cool ways to use this. This is just the first idea that kind of came to mind for me. So I hope you guys enjoy coming up with some creative ways to use the copy feature.